to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Like Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Go on, go on. Go. On the ball. Ready?
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. And they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now it's Breida. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
25. Go ahead. Hey, alert 3. Hey, switch it.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, gun.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning. Lock. Don't get nervous. 6
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. Muhammad, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Running with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now back to throw. And an alley to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
High 7 on.
A throw over the middle taken in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Down. 10 Tucson. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Echo.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check 4. Check 4.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. He's going to fire one into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the... Trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
11.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Here we go.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 2.
21.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
21. I got you. 13. Hey, Zoo.
Watch safety green.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
I got you.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
11.
Shoot. Safe.
Garoppolo. It's complete to Diggs. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo, and Diggs has it. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Stephon Diggs, 77 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Uncorks one for Davis, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Waters. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Saints. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sherman. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Lattimore away and bring up 2nd down.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
21. Here we go. 61. Matchbox lights.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
He's not going to get me.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go. 180. Check 52's the mic. You better bring it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Hey, gun. 65.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I got you.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
53 to Mike.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Big stop, G.
White.
He's coming. Double up.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. In for the score. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7th. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Waters. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 36. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
53 is the mic.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Waters. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sail, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
You got three. I got you. Shit.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo going deep for Diggs. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski. That's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, gun. 11.
Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That's good for a 49er first down.
Here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
53 to Mike. 53.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
I got you. 12. Hey, check.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Flush to his right. Going deep for Diggs. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. They'll set up a throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tavarius Moore, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
21. 2. Hey, wahoo!
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 50.
Hey, Alpha.
Nice. Hit up.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.